invasion hadn't taken place, there would have been a danger that the country, like Syria, would have degenerated into civil war. He apologises for the inaccuracy of intelligence reports in the run-up to war, and for poor post-conflict planning. Sir John Chilcot's long-awaited report may now be reaching a conclusion. Tony Blair's office denied that the CNN interview is an attempt to set out his version of events before facing probable criticism.
Pope Francis has criticised what he calls the closed hearts of some Roman Catholic Church leaders. He was speaking at the end of a 3-week synod on the family, which agreed a more inclusive approach to those who've divorced or remarried, but not towards gay members of the Church. This morning, Pope Francis will formally close the synod with a mass in Rome, from where our religious affairs correspondent Caroline Wyatt reports.
Traditionalists had feared being railroaded into accepting more liberal definitions of the family, including more welcoming language towards gay Catholics. In the end, the bishops reiterated current teaching that gay Catholics must be respected and not discriminated against. However, they didn't quite manage to head off attempts to work towards offering communion to the divorced and civilly remarried, opening the way to individual conscience and discernment on the matter, guided by the clergy. Pope Francis himself used his end-of-synod speech as an opportunity to criticise blinkered viewpoints and the closed hearts that sit in judgment on wounded families.
The people of Poland are voting in parliamentary elections, which could result in a conservative Eurosceptic party forming the next government. It's expected that the ruling Civic platform will be beaten by the Law and Justice Party, who are thought to be more sympathetic to some of David Cameron's demands for change in the EU. Our Europe correspondent Chris Morris reports.
Law and Justice could well support many of David Cameron's demands for a strengthening of national sovereignty in the EU, and it's in no hurry whatsoever to join the euro, meaning it would be sympathetic to the Prime Minister's efforts to safeguard the position of non-euro states in the EU single market. But whoever governs in Warsaw, Poland will continue to oppose any suggestion of restricting the rights of migrant workers to in-work benefits. And that still feels like the most difficult issue to resolve, as the rest of the EU waits to find out exactly what Mr Cameron wants from his renegotiation.
The warship HMS Richmond has joined the EU mission in the Mediterranean to tackle migrant smugglers. A UN Security Council resolution gives the commanding officer of the frigate the authority to conduct enforcement action, including the boarding and seizing of boats suspected of being involved in smuggling. The migration crisis will be discussed at an emergency summit in Brussels this afternoon. Tensions between EU member states have increased following Hungary's decision a week ago to close its borders. Here's our World Affairs correspondent, Richard Galpin.
The mass movement of refugees and migrants to the European Union from the Middle East, South Asia and Africa has become particularly chaotic since Hungary closed its borders last weekend. There are now bottlenecks on the route up from Greece through the Balkans, leaving thousands out in the cold at night, waiting to cross borders. The situation's particularly fraught between Slovenia and Croatia. The Slovenian government's accusing Croatia of deliberately dumping thousands of refugees and migrants on the border.
Larger employers will have to include bonuses when they publish details of what their employees earn, under legislation designed to narrow the gender pay gap. The latest figures show overall women in the UK earn 19% less than men. The proposed regulations will apply to businesses in England, Wales and Scotland with more than 250 employees. Lewis Hamilton could secure the Formula One World Championship at the US Grand Prix this evening. It would be the third title for Hamilton, who's the defending champion, and would equal Jackie Stewart's record for a British driver. Argentina will try to reach its first Rugby World Cup final when it plays Australia in the second semi-final at Twickenham this afternoon. Australia has won the tournament twice, the last time in 1999. The winner will meet New Zealand in the final next Saturday.
You spend too much time sat in your bedroom on your PC. Are you sure that you couldn't find the time? Swallowed your pride, admitted your jealousy, and next week you'll be trying again to pull one of my city's many frontmen. If you did not have the internet, would you be internet? I very much doubt so. They know. So what took you so long? Was there a queue at the post office? Or what took you so long? Was there a dirty double-decker stagecoach you just happened to miss? Hello, oh, hello, oh, hello, You're always bad and you're always rotten, and then you always say things that you just should have forgotten about people and things. Do you know who I am? I'm like a Morrissey with some strings. What took you so long? Was there a queue at the post office? What took you so long? Was there a dirty double-decker stagecoach you just happened to miss? You're always bad and you're always rotten, and then you always say things that you just should have forgotten. Or if you had enough of your stereotypical bear the rough. What took you so long? Was there a queue at the post office? What took you so long? Was there a dirty double-decker stagecoach? Did you stop to miss? Hello,
Right, guys, we are back on. That was a bit of a ball ache, wasn't it? That's the second time this has happened now. I'm not a happy chap. I wouldn't mind, but we've got loads of listeners in tonight as well, so thank you very much if you've tuned back in, guys. I'm going to give you a bit of madness, a bit of madness by Muse. I'm going to get the website back up in a second or so. Jesus.
I can't get these memories out of my mind, and some kind of madness has started to evolve. I tried so hard to let you go, but some kind of madness is swallowed